Well, you heard part of my little tour here. Special treat. Again, right here to the left, the Minger Bar. That's where Teddy Brugler recruited his Rough Riders. Now, it was said it was over here at the Minger, right to your left over here, had no luck. He had a little round table there, a couple of chairs all around, no luck at all. Go into the bar, guess what? That's where he got his Rough Riders. Now, the Minger is the first brewery here in San Antonio. In fact, there's two other breweries, the Pearl and the Lone Star. They're having such a good time here, falling down left and right, that the Mingers did not think it was a very good idea, so they made it a hotel. So when they would spend the night, they would be charged, of course, when they woke up. I am from San Antonio. Directly ahead of us is Dillard's. Now, it was called Josky's of Texas. Later, when we get to historical King William area, we're going to see the Josky's home. Now, this Alamo Street, a lot of places to eat if you're hungry. To your left, you'll see McDonald's. Also, Fuddruckers. To your right, you're going to be seeing Wendy's. All right. There goes a little hat there. And if you're really not into hamburgers, looking to your left as I make my turn here, you're going to see Pizza Hut. There's the Plaza Theater of Wax. You need to go check it out. See Elvis is standing like this inside there. Reported sightings of him right in there. Also, Ripley's, believe it or not, the quickest way to... Oh, we got a hitchhiker. All right. The quickest way to... Oh. You want to ride?
Go ahead, slow down. Ladies and gentlemen, the people there with a camera, with a television camera, they want to take a picture as you both as you drive by. George is going to take about 2 minutes to go drive you out. He's not going to stop no more. Just for the television cameras, so you can be on television. Go ahead, George.
All right.
Anybody have any objections? Okay, go ahead.
No, nobody sticker shy? All right. Well, again, while I'm going around here, visitor information, they might totally confuse you right to your left over here.
Oh, right here.
Oh, there he is.
Get up there, close.
They might totally confuse you inside there, but no, they're very nice people. They'll give you a lot of information.
Get on?
Oh, you want to get on? All right, Leon, yeah. All right, thank you.
Show you too, folks. Go ahead.
Get to your right here. Watch your toes, Leon, watch your toes. To your right, here's the cenotaph. That's the empty tomb. Where these Indians were sent right over here and they were burnt. The ashes were then sent to San Fernando Cathedral, and we'll see that later on our tomb. The bottom base is Texas granite, the top is marble. And all the names are in alphabetical order, so the defenders of the Alamo. Again, the triangular-shaped building over there is the Emily Morgan Hotel. It was formerly called the Medical Arts Building. I remember going up and down the little elevator, and they had the elevator operators who would close the door. Well, it wouldn't be the door, it was like a little chain or gate. And they say, what floor? That was the Medical Arts Building. About 5 years ago, they converted it into a hotel, Emily Morgan, and she's the Yellow Rose of Texas. She was also the sweetheart of Santa Ana. Later on in the tour, we're going to see Santa Ana's headquarters. We're going to make a left on Travis Street. Once we make a left on Travis Street, we're going to pass Broadway. Now, Broadway, if you go down Broadway in your car or on number 8 bus, you're going to go to the Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs right here in San Antonio at the Whitty Museum. There they have the sea monsters also. Broadway Street will also take you to Brackenridge Park, Japanese Tea Garden, and Sunken Gardens. Also down Broadway is the zoo. As we pass Broadway Street, if we don't stop at a red light, I'm going to ask you to look to your right. You're going to see an old church at St. Mark's. Now that is the church where Lyndon Baines Johnson got married to Lady Bird. Now you'll see it by the trees over there to your right. The brown roof to your right. St. Mark's. Lyndon Baines Johnson got married to Lady Bird right in there. Now the trees in this park area, that's Travis Park, in the summertime, we have free jazz festivals right inside there. Chuck Mangione, Larry Coryell, Dizzy Gillespie has performed right here for the public. Look into your left, St. Anthony Hotel. Now look at the beautiful chandeliers hanging from 20-foot ceilings. Go inside there today and you'll see antique furniture. Very, very nice. There's two lights that I do pass here that are red, and here's one of them. This is Navarro Street. Now named after Jose Antonio Navarro. Now he's the only Texan who signed the Declaration of Independence. Later on the tour, we're going to see his home. Well, I guess I didn't pass it. Almost. If I get a ticket, you all will pitch in, right? It's our left. St. Mary Street, you see it over there. I'm going to make a left there. Now, in 1921, we had a major flood. The water level reached as high as that. Since then, they've installed floodgates, but about 5 years ago, one of the gates is not open all the way, and the local merchants had to get their mops out and really start working. I'm going to show you two areas where you can get on board for the riverboat rides. I already showed you the area that's closest to the Alamo, how to get to the river walk, and I'm going to show you a riverboat. Look into your left. That big building with tinted glass, that is a bank now. Now it was formerly, well, it was onto the floor. Now they're also, eventually, they're not going to permit any more traffic coming into the area. Only the little trolleys and buses and hopefully tour guides like this, right inside here. Now again, look into your right as we pass Houston Street. You see just the front section of the Texas Theater. That's all that remains. We're going to pass the river, and hopefully we'll see some riverboat. I'm taking off my cap, I don't want to lose it. But we don't see any riverboats, don't cry, because we're going to pass the river on several occasions. It's up there, yeah, there's one right there. And I'm going to show you this area so you can get on board. I'm going to make a right here on Commerce Street. Now, on Commerce Street, the first building that's in the Guinness Book of World Records has the longest bar in the world, called the Esquire Bar. It holds 4,000 bottles of beer, all in the same time. And you can see it to your right, the Esquire Bar. Now, the other tour guide, Leon, he says that he doesn't smoke and he doesn't drink, and that one day he went inside his bar, he walked in all the way to the back and back out again, saying that you don't have to smoke or drink to see the bar. Well, one day I went in that bar, and I went in there for one reason only, and that was to pick up my Uncle Louie. He says, "George, come and pick me up." So I went inside there, and there he was. He said, "George, come and join me." So I did. At that time, I weighed 280 pounds. I sat down, put my elbows on the table, and the table broke. And that's the last time I've been to that bar, the Esquire Bar. The little wooded area you see to your left over there, that's Main Plaza. Many years ago, the Canarian Islanders came by and they wanted to settle at the Alamo. Now the people at Alamo said, "No, we don't want you here." So they came back over here, and this is where they laid the first cornerstone of San Fernando Cathedral. And we'll see it shortly. Now San Fernando Cathedral is the place, the site where the defenders, the ashes were sent on the side altar. Also it's the site where Pope John Paul said Mass. He said Mass here, and also near SeaWorld. Some more boat rides to your right. And how's our air conditioning doing? Is it okay? Alright. As we pass Main Street, look to your left, San Fernando Cathedral. That's the oldest cathedral in our country. To your left. Looking straight ahead, you see a building that appears to be in the middle of the street. That is Market Square, El Mercado, Market Square. 99% of materials that they do sell inside there are from Mexico. You'll find piñatas, the jewelry, maybe your favorite tequila bottle right inside there and say, "Pick me, pick me." To your left, that's City Hall. That's a white building there. Now there's a little white building toward the background with some flags in front of it. I mean, it's still open. That's the Spanish Governor's Palace. When it was under Spanish rule in this area, that's where our headquarters were. You go inside there today, go all the way to the back, and you'll see the beautiful garden area. closed, but they have the flags out. Usually put the flags in. During the weekends, usually at the marketplace, they have bands playing outside at night, and people are dancing in the street having a good time. 2-3 weeks ago they had some bands playing there, and they're raising money for our local YMCA. Also inside the market are places to eat, restaurants. My favorite is Mi Tierra. They even have mariachis playing music there. Another nice restaurant is La Margarita. There's another one, El Rancho Grande, all inside here. As we get closer to Santa Rosa Street, look at your right, Santa Rosa Hospital. They also have the famous Children's Hospital right inside there. Okay, here's the Market Square.
Yeah.
Let me see Pinatas. A lot of hustle and bustle going there right now. Hi, folks, how you doing? They're friendly. They must be from Texas. Look at you left that white building there. Now, you see a chain link fence. On top of that chain link fence, you see barbed wire. Well, that indicates that is our jail. I've never been in there. Well, I take it back. Only been there one time. Everybody looks. You have? Yeah. When they had its grand opening, I was about 10 years old. Went inside there. You see the two homes down to your right. Well, it's to your left. Right of the jail. Now, we passed Navarro Street, and I said we're going to pass by his home, San Antonio Navarro. The one that's a white one, the two-story one. The Navarro house. The only Texan to sign the Declaration of Independence. We're going to pass by a little creek here, and don't laugh when you see it. It's not much to look at. Now, it's very small. Now, we had some rain this morning. Probably the water level picked it up a bit. But it never runs dry. There's always a little trickle of water going by there. You will see it right about now. San Pedro Creek. Yeah, it filled up a little bit. Now it comes off from San Pedro Springs about 2 miles up. Water's coming out of the ground, San Pedro Springs. The cattlemen going up and down the Chisholm Trail would have their cattle over there and drink water. And their horses too, all their animals. Now what the cattle were drinking, the cattlemen would come downtown to the local bars and drink and be merry, I guess. We're going to get closer view of San Fernando Cathedral, and we're going to see the back section of San Fernando. Now it has a round roof, and right now it has a cross on top. Now that was Santa Anna's headquarters. He put a little red flag up, and that indicated that no one would come out alive from the house. That must be channel 2, huh? I can't see through that tinted glass. Okay, there again, you see the oval room. Santa Anna's headquarters. In fact, he would have to pass the river on several occasions on the attack of the Alamo. The church is still very active. In fact, my son is an altar boy there, and my daughter is in the choir. And there's another girl that sings there, and her name is Patsy Torres. She's a local recording artist. She has some albums out. You'll see a little sign to the corner there. The San Fernando Cathedral is the oldest cathedral sanctuary in the country. The mother parish of all parishes. We're going to make a right here, and as you look into the red limestone rock building, that's our Bexar County Courthouse. It was getting very crowded. Secretaries were complaining. And they built the new Justice Center to your right. They both have Texas granite as its base, but it's what to your right is a combination of red and white limestone. Now people have asked about the temperature here in San Antonio, if it's always this hot. Well, you're very fortunate right now to have rain that came yesterday and today. It's kind of cool. But it gets hotter in August. They want to know extreme temperatures, how cold does it get here in town. This past winter, we had temperatures below 32 degrees for 1 week and missed up many pipes in that building that we just passed. Look at your left, the majestic tower of the Americas, 750 feet tall. It's serviced by 3 outside elevators, 47 seconds going up and 47 seconds coming down. At night, they turn off the lights to scare the kids. Now, they do turn off the lights, but you can see the beautiful downtown area at night in the surrounding area. Very, very nice. There's 3 levels to the Tower of the Americas. There's a restaurant. In the restaurant, it rotates 1 time every hour. There's an observatory, very windy up there. And then there's a lounge. And the patrons that come out of the lounge, if they charge, and I say, what? That the lounge rotates. And I say, no, you just had 1 too many. You know, something strange about the Tower of Americas is the concrete used. Normally when you pour the cement, you pour it and you let it dry. But not so with the Tower of Americas. It was a continuous pouring. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, for 7 months. That's a lot of concrete that went inside that. If you want to eat there, plan to pay about $20 a person. That does not include your drinks. I had a couple that came on board, and they said they paid $45. They said it was excellent. Some more barbed wire. I've never been here either. Now, it was used during the war as a commander's house. It is still used today, but as a senior citizen recreation center. Look at your left. This is the headquarters for H-E-B. Now, H-E-B is a local grocery chain store right here. To your left, at the corner, there used to be a white building. They're painting it now. That's the old arsenal. During the war, top secret documents were kept right inside there. We're going to pass by a little tree here, right by the little Volkswagen. That's a pecan tree. Behind these homes here, more pecan trees. The park to your right, many, many more pecan trees. They say, George, don't you know anything else besides the pecan tree? Well, the Texas state tree, the Texas pecan tree. Oh, I didn't tell you guys that I am a teacher. I never worked during the summertime. This is my first real job in the summer. Now, like all teachers, they give tests at the end. Alright, and at the end of my little tour, I get to give a test too. And that's the test question. What is the Texas state tree? Now, don't tell me that it's the mesquite tree, because the mesquite tree, we use that for our barbecue. And oh, another thing, if you don't pass your test like all teachers, we'll have to do it again, so we'll have another tour, and of course, I'll charge you $5 again. Just joking. This corner all the way down to the corner way down there, all the land in between, goes to the San Antonio River, was bought by a man named Gunther. We're on this street right now, Gunther Street. He made his business here and his home. Now his business is the famous White Wings Flour Mills, and you see it to your right over here. Here's the bend of the river, and there's a walkway also, all the way from downtown. You can walk it if you want to. You better be in good health. I've never tried it. Too far. Now, being a German community, they call this Sauerkraut Bend. Here's Pioneer Flour Mills corporate headquarters to your right, and there's his home. You can say he was a workaholic. Had his business and his home built right there. It is used today as a restaurant and a museum. You go into the restaurant, taste the German pastries. Excellent. San Antonio River, that's where the floodgates are, right under that little bridge there. And if you go by boat or canoe or swim all the way down, you'll end up in the Gulf of Mexico. We're now going to turn into the historical King William area. Homes over 100 years old, the 1800s. We're on King William Street, and I want you to take note of the large trees, the big homes, the metal roofs. Look at the large windows from the floor all the way to the ceiling. And notice the ceilings, they're painted blue. And later on the tour, I'm going to tell you why the Germans painted their ceilings blue. And we'll see more examples of that. None of the homes during the 1800s cost more than $12,000. Example to the left over here. Another one. $12,000. Now this is the Steve's Homestead. It's the only home in the historical area where they do charge an admission to go in, about $2. If you go to the other homes and knock on their doors, they'll say, what do you want? Now, they're very nice people, and they'll tell you where to go to see the Steve's Homestead. Now, this fence here is solid wood, no nails used in the construction of it. Now, he was into lumber. He had a lumber company doing very good, and I'm going to tell you later and show you some of the expensive gifts he gave away. He had a family, a wife, and 3 sons. One son died early due to complications of surgery. A couple of months later, his mom died due to grief. Now, remember, he had 2 other sons, and one son said one day, says, Pop, I want to get married. So Pop said, well, go with my blessings. He walked out the door with his blushing bride in his suitcase and walked and walked and walked. He walked across the street. This is a gift from Papa for their wedding. So he's doing real good. In 1800s, limestone rock. Well, you remember he had another son, and the son said, Pop, I want to get married also. So Pop said, go with my blessings. He packed up his suitcase and his blushing bride, and walked out that door and walked and walked and walked. But he walked in a different direction. So you left here another gift for Papa for his wedding. Look at the little bridge to your left there. That's Sidney Porter Lanier Bridge. Now it's one of the only steel bridges going over the San Antonio River, made out of steel. The next home, the Kaltar home, to your left over here. A young German company moved here, couple moved here, and they made 13 rooms to this house. Luckily so, because they had 8 or 9 children. The roof is combination. Some have metal and other have tile on the very top. Also, the walls have brick, red, white, and green limestone rock. A little top section up there, some people call it the bandstand or gazebo. Way back then, it was called the widow's walk. The ladies would wait up there for a husband's walking down from their job right down the sidewalk. And again, the blue ceilings. Looking to your right, blue ceilings on the little garage. And now I'm going to tell you why the Germans painted their ceilings blue. Or does somebody want to get a guess? Well, the Germans believed that bugs like wasps and bees would not make their nest up on top. Roaches, ants, spiders, whatever kind of insects wouldn't want to get near the ceiling. Fearing it's getting too close to the sun that it's going to get burned, looking like the sky. So we have problems with bugs. Paint your ceilings blue. The Germans said it really works, and you can make it work for you. Right here is the Ike West home, $7,000 for this home back then. Everything, the labor, the lumber, bricks, paint, labor, all that, $7,000. Now there was a lady that lived there, Sandra West. She moved to California, and she died in California in 1978. Now you might have heard this, it was in the papers and on television here. They opened up the will, and the will said that she wanted to be buried back in San Antonio, but in her Ferrari. This is the lady. You heard it, thank you, ma'am. Now in a local cemetery about 2 miles up, they got a backhoe, dug out the earth, put concrete forms inside there, put her in her Ferrari, put her Ferrari down to the ground, put concrete over again. So hopefully she's resting in peace. That's the way she wanted to go. Sandra West, the Ike West house. Looking to your left, you're going to see examples of limestone rock. And again, the blue ceilings. We're going to see another home, all limestone rock, with the exception of the entryway. This is the Pope Mathis home to your left here. That entryway is carved oak. And I venture to say that that entryway cost as much as the house did way back then, $12,000. To your left, you see a beautiful gazebo at night. They have the white miniature lights on. Very, very beautiful. This property is bordered by magnolia trees on the right and the left side. Now they have the magnolia white flower in bloom about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and you can smell the fragrance all the way over here. Again, this fence here, limestone rock. Look at a little squirrel looking at us right now. This next home to your left, look at the very top, you can see an observatory. Yep, they got some heavyweight. You guys must have just ate. To your left, you see an observatory at the very, very top. Maybe tonight, if the skies are very blue, people will be gazing at the stars. Or maybe drinking Lone Star beer, I don't know. At least cooling down for us. You see a metal roof, blue ceilings, limestone rock. Again, the fence, limestone rock. These trees to your right over here appear not to have any bark. Those are crepe myrtle trees. They bloom white, pink, and lavender. And we're going to see some trees that are 100 years old up the block. The trees to your right over here, the crepe myrtle trees. You see a little stone here. These are trees that are 100 years old. Initials MLO on that stone there. Now, many of the homeowners during that time had businesses downtown. Now, this had the Oppenheimer banking facility downtown. This is Oppenheimer Bank. Now, how about that little stone there? What is that for? Way back then, we did not have tours or cars. We had horses and carriages. We had dirt roads, and the German ladies, not wanting to get their dresses soiled with the dirt or the mud, would get off their carriage and step on the stepping stone. That's what that's called. And their husbands would wait for them every day and pick them up and carry them into the house every day. But now, George, you're lying. Well, maybe on that first day when they got married. The stepping stone. These next two homes here, the gray and the beige one, are identical. They're twins. with the exception of the fence and addition around the window. They're the same. The same person who designed the Emily Morgan, that triangular-shaped building by the Alamo, made these two homes, designed these two homes. One for his wife and one for his mom. And he did so to show them that he loved them just the same. How you like the mother-in-law living right next door? I promised to show you the Joski's home to your left as we pass the street. This is the Joski's home. Now, it was left out here abandoned 20 to 30 years. Now, guys, if you leave something outside 20 to 30 years, it's not going to look like this. I remember coming by here 15 years ago, and you could see the blue sky through that roof. A column was missing. Others needed repair. The top floor and the bottom floor, the banisters on both floors had to be replaced. They replaced the top one right now. They're still replacing the bottom one. A lot of money. I imagine that each little piece of wood going up and down by the rails there costs at least $1 each. Ladies, look at the windows. It would cost a lot of money to put drapes or curtains on that window. Also to air condition this house. A lot of pennies for that. Look at the center, beautiful doorway there. 4-foot entryway. And kids all over the world have tails. Now, what are you talking about now? You see the two sections on the left and right side of the center door. You see the boys running out of there, and their dad saying, "Hey, you have a tail or what?" They leave the doors open. Those are doors also on the left and right side. They added the flower bed, the water sprinklers. Slowly but surely, they've been fixing it up and looking really good. Of course, they put the roof on here. Toward the back, you have maybe a carriage house back there. This next big tree to your left here, the magnolia tree. And I had one tourist say, "George, is that how my magnolia tree is going to look like?" And I said, "Yes, in about 100 years. To your right here, 226 King William, a little gas lamp on there, left day and night. We go real quiet here. We can see some hummingbirds to your right. Now in the morning, they put the little red liquid inside there, and by 5:30, 6 o'clock, it's all the way down. Sometimes they have to fill it twice. It gets very hot in town, so the little birds drink a lot here. We do too. A lot of water. To your right here, metal roof, blue ceilings, and the beautiful entryway. We're going to make a left on Turner Street. And we're going to see a beautiful gazebo, limestone rock. Many times during the summertime, you see wedding parties getting their wedding pictures right inside here. These oak trees, over 160 years old, and palm trees that have survived our winter weather. In fact, 5 years ago, we had snow here in town. Now, I've been here 36 years, and I've only seen snow maybe 5 times. We had 18 inches of snow. That shut down the city. We could not function. Many awnings and carports collapsed. Could not take the weight. This next home, straight ahead, kind of, to your left here, the O.J. home. He was a trail rider going up and down the Chisholm Trail. Later became the president of the Trail Riders Association. When he built his home in the turn of the century, 1 story. He added a top later. Again, look at the blue ceilings. And we really can't compare them right now to the sky because they have some clouds there. But they're almost identical. And if you want to get the paint, guys, call it sky blue. Let me hear it first from George from San Antonio. Now there's a yard here. When you're playing football or baseball with your little one and the ball goes over the fence, don't send your little one to go get it because he'll jump into the San Antonio River. Many people speak Spanish here in San Antonio. Right before us is KWEX-TV, Channel 41, picking up broadcasting stations from South America and Mexico. If you haven't been outside at night, be sure to look outside tonight at this next building to your left with a green roof. It's illuminated gold at night. That's the Smith and Young Tower. The Spanish-speaking people call that 31, meaning 31. There's 31 stories to that building. To your right, you see a flag waving there. Under that flag is the Nix Hospital. And I want you to remember the Nix Hospital for 5 reasons. It's the first hospital in the world to have a parking garage. Doctor offices. This is a hospital. It has a surgical floor. In the basement, there's a lounge, a bar there. I wonder if the drinks were for the doctors or for the patients going into surgery. What do you think? And the 5th thing, Ollie was born here. Oliver who? Oliver North, born in San Antonio, Texas, at the Nix Hospital. Right before us, the United States Courthouse, all that area there was a residential area before 1968. 1968 is where we had our World's Fair. Now many of the homes were sold or bulldozed. Some homes still remain. Adrian Bird, World's Fair. The building you see to your left in the background with that brown roof, that's our convention center arena. That's where our famous San Antonio Spurs, our basketball team, plays. You see the little house here? Behind the little house is a wooded play area, and it's for the kiddos in the downtown area to come downtown to play. Now the local San Antonians donated their time, their labor, their efforts, their wood, their money, everything to build a little playground area, and we'll see it as we pass it. We're going right now. To your right, the wooded area, the playground area. The kiddos have a blast inside there. This building to your left, only the red brick building, is in the Guinness Book of World Records. This is the Fairmont Hotel, built in 1906. Now, when it was built in 1906, it was built over there where the Marriott is right now, the new one. So the movement is the longest distance and the heaviest building ever picked up on wheels. Go inside there today and you'll see actual pictures of the movement. The next large building, a wide one, that's the Hilton Palacio del Rio, built in 1968 for our World's Fair by a local contractor named H.B. Zachary. Now he said you could build this building in 200 days. Well, folks, he lied. He built it in 201 days. He had the idea way back then of prefab, 1968, where you make the little cubicles and bring them to town and just set them on top of each other. Also at the corner here is where you get on board to SeaWorld. A little bus right here for 85 cents. It'll take you to SeaWorld. Now once you get to SeaWorld, plan to pay about $20 a person. Watch your head, guys. It gets windy here. The Convention Center Arena not only has basketball games there, but it has concerts there. We have a variety, you see it to your right there. We have a variety of styles of music from Lawrenceville to Two Live Crew that will be performing here soon. If you're already tired of hamburgers, pizzas, and Mexican restaurant, right in this corner right here is Landry Seafood. Excellent seafood. I'm going to make a right here. And this is, I was telling you about the races we have here in town. The Alamo Grand Prix goes right through here. 200 miles an hour. And you're going to feel the bumps. At 200 miles an hour, I'll complain also. And the drivers complain about these little bumps they have here. The little water area here extended all the way to the parking lot for our speedboat show right here for 1968 World Fair. The Tower of the Americans a closer view. During the summertime, the Marines climb the tower to raise the money for the March of Dimes. Now what they do is actually go inside there and you have the spiral staircase going all the way up. Those are a lot of stairs. They do it. That's something else. Now, looking straight ahead of us, an upside-down triangular village. That's the Institute of Texan Culture, sponsored by the University of Texas. Right inside there, they have all the cultures that they have ever settled in our state of Texas and what they contributed to the state. And it's free. You can spend 2-3 hours inside there. They get ready for a full blind festival. Those aren't the fossils that collapse in snow, no. They're just getting ready for the Folk Life Festival in August. Talking about Folk Life Festival, every month there's something going on here in San Antonio. Like for instance, in the month of March, they dye the river green, and they serve green beer for St. Patrick's Day. They have the May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. They celebrate something there. September 16th, 16 de septiembre. Also something going on during that time. So it's a party kind of town. They call it Fiesta City, Fiesta meaning party. They call it Alamo City because of the Alamo. Look at your right, you see that building there. Now guys, if you haven't paid your income tax, you better hide because that's where the IRS, Uncle Santa. You might be looking at me right now saying, hey Joe, where did you get that extra money to go in San Antonio on vacation? And I think there's a little telescope right up there. Also inside that building, that's the federal building, that's where they have our Social Security office. Here in San Antonio, there's 13 school districts, and we're going to see one along our way here. It's the central office. In between the courthouse and the federal building are example of the old homes that they kept. Since it rained the other day, I'm starting to pick up a radio station. This doesn't have a radio, it has a cassette player. I don't know. Too much rain. Now I think it was a shock for the system there. Sure, you left the old buildings over there. That's the central office for San Antonio Independent School District. Examples here right of the old home. Right after the United States Courthouse is the Civil Service Commission. If you want to work for the government, make an application right inside there. In fact, we have 5 bases here in San Antonio. We have Randolph Air Force Base, Kelly Air Force Base, Lackland Air Force Base, Brooks Aerospace, and we have one Army base called Fort Sam Houston. There's a street called Military Drive. It'll take you through all the bases here in town. We're going to make a right here, and I've missed some other structures that I need to talk about. Let's go, don't you ever stop talking? Well, there's a lot to talk about San Antonio. And lots to see, and I cannot fit it all in 40 minutes. As we pass the Fairmont Hotel, we're going to see some, well, you can see a wall, a rock wall, and inside that rock wall area, there are houses there, built in the 1700s by the Indians and the Spaniards. And that's La Villita. Looking to your right, this is the entrance to our 1968 World's Fair. Again, example of old rooms again. Looking to your left, La Villita. Now, during the Depression, there was an organization called the WPA. They were very instrumental in getting young men to work. They were also very instrumental in forming the first Riverwalk area in right inside there. That's the oldest part of San Antonio. During April, that's another time to come to San Antonio, we have Fiesta Week. Fiesta means party again, and it's a week of partying, about 10 days to be exact. They have a little area called Niosa, Night in Old San Antonio. Now, that would be the La Villita area, and it gets packed. You're like sardines inside there. Many San Antonians, for that Fiesta Week, they schedule to be off. Other San Antonians just call in sick. We have a grand old time here. Behind the Hilton Palacio Del Rio, it's very nice at night. It's very breezy.
But when he gave you me?
Too bad.
It's in the back.
I'm going to show you how to get there the quickest and to the River Center malls. And another place called the IMAX Theater. Now, if you haven't seen the little film strip at the Alamo, a little slide presentation, we'll see it. It's about 10 minutes. Now, there's another movie called Alamo Price of Freedom. Now, it's about a 45-minute history lesson on the Alamo. But you're going to see it on a screen that is 16 feet high. If you didn't have bug eyes when you went in, you'll have bug eyes when you get out of here. Now, it's a very nice theater, very good sound. They've shown Batman there. Right now they have another movie called Niagara. Now they say it's very realistic. They get you in a little barrel and they throw you down Niagara Falls. Hear the thunderous roar of Niagara Falls. As we get closer to the light at Bowie Street, you'll see an expressway there. That's well, I thought it was 281. It says 10. Anyway, if you go down about 3 hours, you'll end up either in Corpus or in Mexico. You take your pick. If you go north, about an hour and a half drive, you'll end up in our state capital, Austin. You see the white buildings over there. It says Alamo Ironworks. Next time you come here, you might not recognize it. It's going to be all torn down. They're going to make way for our Alamo Dome. Super dome inside there. Maybe we'll have a super football team also. All right. Hey, get over here. Get out of your guy's way. Okay, you see the Marriott there. Again, in 1906, the Fairmont was right there. They went very slowly, very carefully, inch by inch. It took about 2 weeks to go down the street. Many people were here 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, bright lights, watching the movement of the building. Palmer Street, and then up Alamo Street. You see the little steeple there? That's a church there. That's St. Joseph. Now, Joskies built all around it. Joskies wanted to buy it. They wouldn't sell, so they just built all around St. Joseph. Now, that's the first German-speaking Catholic church here in San Antonio. St. Joseph's downtown, they call it. We're going to make a left here on Crockett Street, named after Davy Crockett. Again, the Emily Morgan Hotel. And they may make a stop here in this Lincoln line. And hopefully they should make a stop here. And let me go. Of course they did. Alright. Thank you. We're going to the Crockett Hotel where the flags are there. And I'm going to show you the entrance to River Center Mall, the boat rides, and IMAX Theater all in one. To your left over here, the entrance, the ticket office, River Center Mall. Go inside the mall, go to the food court area, and you'll see the boat rides right inside there. That's the quickest way. This little fountain here, dedicated in 1968 for a World's Fair by Lady Bird Johnson. This is the back wall of the Alamo. And we're going to come to the Minger Bar to your left. Now that's an exact replica of a bar in London in the House of Lords. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little tour. And check Channel 2 in Houston if you'll see yourself waving. Thank you for being so patient with me. And again, come to San Antonio. If it's not in April or another month, try December. They have the lights of the river on. All the Christmas lights. It looks very beautiful. I'm going to stop over there by the Alamo. If you like to show me around those falls, it'll make my boss smile from cheek to cheek. Let me stop over here. I'm sure he will appreciate it. I would too. Thanks again, and come back and see us in San Antonio. Alright, here we go. Thank you, guys.
Making a stop here. If anybody wants to get off, they can do so. You don't have to though, because I have to take you back when you got back off, when you got off. Want to exit off the boat here? I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a nice evening. Good. Drove around. Remember my father what? Got to a point where I wouldn't let him anymore. Because he did a haircut like this, and back then it was considered pretty good. Not this street. We didn't know about it.
Going now. I see.
You could, but you rest somewhere in the middle. Because they made a total square out of it. while ago, there were